Hello class, I apologize for this ridiculous method that I'm going to be using to make videos on Access. So basically, I do not have the ability to actually add programs to actually do proper screen recording on this, so I'm now recording this off of a phone. So anyway, this is Microsoft Access. Yeah, so here it is, Microsoft Access. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a blank database. Now, there's all this other stuff I can pick. It's under File, but I'm going to do a blank database. And then down here, you'll notice I have a file name. Do not give me database 1, database 2, database 3, database 4, or whatnot. Please actually put your name in it somewhere. So, and then I'll just, I'll name this example or something just for the sake of being an example. Then I'll go down and hit create. So, it created this. Now this is what Microsoft Access looks like. Looks a lot like Excel, yes, I know. But there's a difference in Excel. See, I can't actually click anywhere here. You hear me clicking? It's not doing anything. Access will not add new information until after I type something in. And then now I can do one down here, and it'll open up, and I can keep going down one more. But I can't go down more because I haven't put anything in this one yet. Same thing with back and forth. So if I do that, oh, now it lets me go and add over here. So it's all, will only make a page as big as I make it. Now, with that being said, I'm just going to right click and I'm just going to delete these just for the sake of showing you this. Because yes, I want to permanently delete those fields. These things, these columns, these up and downs, these are what are known as fields. And these guys going left to right, these are what are known as records. And they are all part of a table. See how I have table 1? Think of it like this. Every single file you make in this database, your database is the entire program, the entire thing you're working with. So if I were to close this one out, I'm closing out the entire program. But if I close this one out here, the only thing I'm closing is table 1. So if I were to go and create myself a new table, oh look, now I have table 2. And oh look, table 1 and table 2 are both in here. So this right here, think of it like a big folder. This is every single file you have in your database. And you can go and select between them like this, and you can simply close them out individually. And of course, if there's any data on it, it'll ask me if I want to save it. I'm just going to hit no because I don't want to. And now I have a completely blank database. And if I were to close this out, I close out the program. So, I'm just going to go and create a new table. And what we're going to do here is we're going to make ourselves data. We're going to make ourselves something out of nothing. And it'll be a way to just get used to the different types of tools. So I'm going to put the phone down for a brief moment, and I'm going to start the recording again at the next bit. So, okay, now that my hand is in a little bit more comfortable a position, you may have noticed earlier when I tried to click to add, it went and gave me all this different stuff right here. So that's the thing. You can go and select what type of information you want. So for example, if I only want this to be a text-based field, and let me just name it, say, first name, and hit enter. Now I have text, and I can go and type in whatever it is I want as a first name. So obviously, my first name is David. And of course, if I go and put in, say another text, and this one is, middle initial, you'll then be able to see that I can then also type in and hit A. And of course, let me do another text right here, and I'll name this guy, last name. And I'm naming my categories, and my last name is, of course, oops, hard to do this when holding a phone. So and that's obviously text. But then what we're going to do is we're going to do stuff other than text. So we're going to have ourselves a number. And you know what? I'll say, oh, what's the number going to be? The number, oh, yeah, we'll say this is going to be phone number. Why not? Phone number. So now, if you notice, if I try to type in any text, it's not going to let me. The value you've entered does not match the data type number. So basically what I need to do is delete that. It's not going to let me do that. It's going to make me put in a phone number. So by the way, my phone number is totally not this, but 555-1234. If you ever see any number that begins with a 555, you know it's fake. Because that's what they use in movies. So that sort of situation, we're adding that in. And of course, you also notice I have, like this data right here. So if I just start adding in some other person's name, you'll notice I have two things right here. And it says 1 and 2, it did that automatically. That's what's known as an auto number. Now, what is the purpose of this auto number? Well, right now, it's the thing that's guaranteeing that everything's different. Access does not like when there's duplicate information. So I want you to imagine a database. How many Bob Smiths do you think there are in the world? There's Bob Smith, Bob Smith, Bob Smith, Bob Smith, Bob Smith, Bob Smith, and Bob Smith. What makes each Bob Smith different? Well, right now, Access is guaranteeing that on that ID field right there, that auto number, that we will never have a repeat information. There is only 1, 1. There is only 1, 2. There's only 1, 3, so on and so forth. That's the thing that's guaranteeing that we never duplicate information. So now I'm just going to go in, I'm going to add myself, a currency instead. Let's just add a currency. So I'll just say, I don't know, account balance. There we go. And of course, if I now type in, I don't know, $500, enter. And it automatically made it into dollar signs with decimals and whatnot. And of course, if I go in here and this say date and time, okay, let's just pick my birthday. So now, when I do that, put in my birthday. Oh, look, I got a little calendar icon. I can go and say, oh, you know what my birthday is? It is November 21st. There we go. That's now my birthday. And it put it in a birthday format. That's not my actual birthday, but, for whatever point. Then, of course, we have a yes, no. Okay, let's just do this. Am I present? So now I have a little check mark. I can go click. Yes, I'm here. Or no, I wasn't. Obviously, I was here. And I'll go and, say, you know what, maybe I want a hyperlink. Maybe I want to go and name let me just make this an email here. So my email is, fake email at gmail.com. So there we go. And of course, if I try to click it, Microsoft gets confused and goes, oh, by the way, did you want to actually go and do this? No, obviously not. No, are you sure I want to exit the wizard? Yes, I want to exit the wizard. Okay, you're good. But of course, it's actually a clickable link. And of course, I could have made that a link for a website as well. And then of course, I've got, some calculated fields and whatnot. We're not going to get too much into those. And we're not going to we're just going to keep ourselves with text, number, currency, date, time, so on and so forth. So once I have this completed, I'm going to start the phone again, and I'll go over what it is I want for this first assignment. Because really all we're doing is we're just getting used to being able to make some new fields and put them all together for your first mini project. Okay, so basically I made sure that I followed my rubric there. You should always look at the rubrics. Just hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod, look at the rubrics. So what I have is I have data for 5 people here. I used myself as the first one, but the rest I just used Batman characters because why not? So basically I have my first name, middle initial, last name, phone number, account balance, birthday, so on and so forth, scrolling it over. And I've got, student IDs, address, city, state, zip code, and of course, you can always simply click and drag and move stuff around if you don't like the way it is. You could also say maybe click in between one of them and shift it over like that if you like it like that as well. So that sort of thing. So you can do that as well. But now that I have all the information that I need, and once again, this was just me getting used to the tools and making new fields and entering data, entering numbers, entering text, entering, links, entering a checkbox and all that sort of stuff. Now we're going to have to just save it. So there's multiple ways we can save it. Obviously, there's the save button up here. Of course, you can always just right-click and save as well. And it's going to ask you, hey, what do you want to name this table? Because right now, table 1 is just the default name. So I'll make sure that I name this something that sort of makes sense. And I'll say, mini, mini project 1. Why not? I'll just say that, mini project 1. And I'll hit OK. So now you'll notice it's saved. So I could, in fact, while I'm just doing this, I could try and, save this and whatnot right now and exit it out. And even if I exit it out, you'll notice, oh, look, it's still there. I can always just bring it back up because I saved it. If I close the program, it all goes away. But, of course, if I go back into Microsoft Access, oh, where's the recent things? Oh, look, there it is right there. And enable content, and it's back. We're good. It's working. Now, to upload this through Moodle, and just letting you know this is going to be an issue. They fixed this in later editions, but we still have 2010 here, so if I were to go into, my documents or whatnot, you'll notice there's actually 2 files, an AACDB and an LACCDB. That L, if you notice, is only 1 kilobyte. This one right here, the ACCDB, is over 1,000 kilobytes. This one is the one that I need, okay? This is the one that'll go through. This right here, think of it like a door. It's just a door to open up the house. The actual house is right here. If you give me only the door, none of your project, nothing you did will come through. Now, the easiest way to do this and not have a problem is make sure you have everything saved. So, save whatever, and then close it out. And you'll notice the LACCDB went away. The LACCDB file is only available when the file is open. So, save everything, close it out, and then find your file and submit it through Moodle. Okay? So, and that's going to apply to every Access file you make in this class. Now, hopefully my hand was steady enough. I will hopefully have a better method of doing this in the upcoming days. So, thank you very much for watching this video, and Mini Project 2 is also today, so I will be in the next set of videos doing Mini Project 2 as well for you. So, thank you very much. You have a great day.